It's been 24 hours since we added our stabilizing agent, the potassium sorbate. So now we're going to back sweeten and then bottle today. Per the recommendations on our instructions, it says that we can back sweeten to our taste 4, 6, 12 ounces. This small bottle is 12 ounces. I don't know that I'm going to use the entire bottle because you can always add more later, including when it's time to pour a glass. So I'm probably going to use just over half of this bottle, mixed up really well in some hot water, and add it to our stabilized mead. Alternatively, in place of honey, you could also sweeten with juice or even fruit. It's totally up to you. Each process might look a little bit different depending on what you add to it, but for simplicity's sake, we're using honey. Now, for bottling, we use something called siphoning. This tube has a clamp that you slide on about 8 inches up, clamp it shut. We're gonna fill this with water and then I'll show you what happens next. Right off of this counter space is where we're going to be bottling. So I do have a towel to place clean bottles on top of. I also have an empty pot. This racking cane gets attached to the end of the tubing that we put water into. The cane goes down into the mead, and then we let this clamp off, emptying the water into the pot. Once it creates a suction, it's going to draw the mead out of the carboy and through this tube. And as soon as it starts turning from water into mead, I'm going to switch from the pot to my bottles. You want to make sure that you have a clean space to have the bottles. You can clamp off in between filling them up to the neck. And you also want to make sure that you have towels on hand in case you have any that spills or drips. Overall, this was a very intimidating process to me. With a little bit of practice is not that bad after all. We want to do it this way to also eliminate, to stir up any remaining sediment at the bottom, any of the old yeast that has died and settled, any fragments of fruit that may be left over from the juniper berries. Clamping it off there. As you can see, mead is now in the tube. So now we're going to gently start filling up our bottles. And just like that, we have bottled the Juniper Mead. Really excited to both try this and gift this. In the meantime, if you're interested in a mead making kit from Craft to Brew, I have linked that in my bio. It is an affiliate link, as well as the link to these really nice swing top bottles. I end up going through these rather quickly because, as you can see, I've filled up 2 and I still have more to go. And then I also end up gifting a lot of this as well. And so I need to buy more. Let me know if you try your hand at making mead, and I'll see you next time.